Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, orbit. 22, by 22. Here we go, dude. Yep. Like 22.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
30 base. Hey, exit. Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Come on.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cut.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They give it off here to the tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Vikings 4-yard line.
Second and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Let go, defense. Here we go. Yeah. Switch. Go. 22, like 22. Bring it. Hey, seam 6. Now. Lead Griffin.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check nickel.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 1. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
With the score, Vikings 7, Panthers 3.
Ready? Get the flag. All day, everyone, any day. He's checking.
To throw is Jackson. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Get ready.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Mike, check, 59. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Ready, set, go. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, check. Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Go, go.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's
Go. Hit it.
2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Come on, set.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, as his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 36-yard line. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Y'all not ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, let's get it. Check 99. Check 99. Slow. Yeah, Jim. Watch the safety creep. Mike, check. 59.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Ready? 10 over. You ain't got nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Get that quarterback. And all come. Show it up.
Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Check, 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 check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Watkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it.
Jackson on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
I got him. Wait. Go there. 24. Check 20. Boom. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Turn up. No. Kill. Turn up. Bravo. Mike. Check. 59.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Topper! Hey, Zoo! Let's put that team on a bus. Hey, check Mike 21. Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Hey, Charlie, pilot, 64, weak. I'm coming. He's coming. We got double up. Five.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
80 weapons.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This one caught by Isabella. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. It's a slant. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jam, 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 jam. 80 weapon. Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Set, 8, read. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Hey, Delta. 4 down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Hurdles over him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
4th down, here's Jackson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
30 base. At the 36-yard line.
Go! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Rabbit. Hey, Echo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Get your swarm on. You go tight. Go tight. Bill, you got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash. What? Go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Vikings on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bandit. Bandit.
To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it to 6. Pull it. Half. Undercut. Check 52. Check 43. Shift. Echo. Faster.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Exit. Tight ends on the loose. Hey, we got something.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Open space inside the 10. This is caught. Watkins. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
52's the mic.
Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey. Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
I'm ready.
1st down, Carolina.
54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.